Hey everyone, and welcome. Today I'm sitting down with Sue Hegstrom, the founder of something truly one of a kind, Petport. It's not just another pet app, it's a whole new way to connect the story of your pet's life. From records to travel to their very own resume, I'm excited to dive into how this idea came to life, what makes it revolutionary, and how it's changing the way people care for and share their pets' journeys. Let's get started. There was so much information to cover in this podcast that we decided to break it up into two segments, entering the podcast on the subject of care and handling feature.
So the biggest, most important question is obviously we want to give our dogs a voice, and it's a digital voice. But my question that I had to look at and that I'm asking others to look at is what happens when you're not there, right? You think of seniors who have had a furry companion and they suddenly can't care for them. And I have rescue friends who are like, these poor animals, I don't know their story. And they've had a whole life and they look lost. I mean, on that alone, right? That is impactful and it's heartbreaking. They mean so much to us. And it's our world. They are in our world. We're not really in their world. So at this point, it's like, give them a voice, give them something that lasts past you, that lasts when you can't be there, when you're late for work and the neighbor has to come over and take care of them, right? Many times we end up saying, oh, they'll have to get through it because that's too hard. Wow, with Petport, it's easy. Just send the link to the neighbor. It's going to tell them everything they need to know about the feeding and who gets what, how long they're going to be outside, how they might react. It's all there. What medication they're taking right now, or what not to feed them. All those things. That is the stuff that's, that is a voice for the animal, and it can just be transferred to anybody that you want to have that information.
Is this where the QR code sheet is super helpful?
Yes, absolutely. You can send QR codes for each individual thing on social media, through text, through email, but we always suggest printing out the full sheet. Keep it on the side of your refrigerator. Keep one in your safe deposit or safe, or your drawer, or the file for your pets. But if it's on the side of the refrigerator, somewhere accessible, all that needs to happen is someone goes over and scans care and handling, and it's going to pull up for that pet all of it right there. So you don't have time to get the link to the neighbor or to the sitter. Go scan care and handling. I'll update it right now from work, and you'll have it, right? So that is the beauty of it.
Wow, this is so needed. And I feel it's such a small price to pay and so many features.
It's one number two at McDonald's or any of your favorite drive-throughs, right? It's one cheap bottle of wine a year, not a month, a year. And you've secured that, right? And that's just on the care and handling.
Let's talk about the pet resume. To be honest, I thought to myself, many humans do not keep resumes. Why would animals need it?
So our furry friends, why do they need it? Because they have to fit into our life. Like more and more, right? As the years have gone by, they go everywhere with us. And, you know, think of a Verbo property or an Airbnb. I call them Verbos, VRBO, Verbo. That is where my idea first started from. So again, referring back to Finnegan, a lot of places are 20 pounds and under, and he is almost 50 pounds. But he behaves so well, and I have traveled with him a lot. I why not have a reference? Right? People don't ask me for a reference. Well, they do. Like, think of apartment screening. Have a reference from the last apartment manager that loved Finnegan. Same, right? How about my horse? I've boarded him here. He was an excellent horse. Or he has slight problems, but he overcame them. Those are, look, that's being honest. But Now you have that proof to go into the next place. Otherwise, there's just absolutely no trail of history. We might not have resumes, but we know that we can tell people, here is the last place I worked. Here's my graduation from high school. We have a documented trail. In fact, more and more with the digital age.
What about the ask for referral feature?
Getting back to that, is that what we have done is made it really simple. If you want to send, you can send any type of ask for reference to your groomer. I run into that problem. If I go vacation down in Florida and I'm in Minnesota in the wintertime with Finnegan and he has 2 inches of fur because it's minus 15, and I go down to Florida and it's 100-degree difference and I have to bring him to a groomer. Some groomers, they're going to make you wait forever, and they don't even know if they want your dog because they have no reference resume, right? I this In Petport, it is easy. You can just send your QR code. You can send a link, a text, an email, and ask them to go directly to the live link, right? And right there it says leave a referral.
I can't believe our time is almost up, and we have not covered the lost pet recovery system, all the built in features, such as the sighting board, care update board, service provider, and storyboard. Can you squeeze in a little information on all of them or focus on one?
Oh, I know where to start. I mean, I will say this right off the bat, go to Petport.app and you can try out all the different live links. At least you can try out at least four. I think four of them is what we have up right now. The four main. Lost Pet is there. And I also want to say we offer a free Lost Pet poster maker. You don't even have to subscribe to Petport. It's there for anybody that's lost a pet and really doesn't have the skills of designing a flyer. And this will just print out flyers. You put in your upload a pet's photo and your contact, and it sends it out. Our lost pet recovery system within the Petport, that is amazing. We could probably do a whole podcast on that, but I do want to say we do have an in-app sighting board. All of this goes out to any social media. It makes an instant PDF flyer. Your neighbors can even go get the link from social media, from an email, from another person, from the QR code on your poster. They can print posters. So it goes out throughout the whole community and the community next to you. So there's so much information on a pet. In the in-app sighting board, which goes along with that, people can leave up-to-minute sightings and you get notified immediately. Obviously, there's QR code that goes along with it. You can print out that QR code, put it on your pet's collar. That way, if somebody gets a hold of your pet, they can scan it and it will give them all the information right there, and they can notify you right there. And the reason I'm saying this is social media, we can put out a post, but then you have to go back and climb through all the comments to see if anybody has a sighting of your pet recently, and that gets to be a lot. This is your own sighting board. You can delete sightings, you can add to it. Again, because it's a live link, you can update it immediately. Finnegan has been seen over on X block and X town. So I think you get what I'm meaning. That is our in-app sighting board. These go directly to you through email of a notification. It's up to the second almost, even in the middle of the night. As far as the other different in-app boards, I think we talked about, when we talked about care and handling, we didn't mention the care update board. Again, this is for your sitters, anyone with your dog, your boarder, who just wants to leave a message about how your pet is doing. Say you're in Italy or you have been gone for 2 days at the hospital, and these are non-emergency updates, just saying, look, Finnegan, we know he started out with a little bit of separation anxiety, but he's playing with his toys now, and the care person can leave any type of update they want there so that you can see it on your time and feel good about it. Not everybody wants a text that they have to look at, and I'm that person. I don't like being plugged in all the time. I like to choose when I'm plugged in. So that is a non-emergency, just for the well-being. Our storyboard, that goes along with our big photo gallery, and it is a place to keep, and it works great for foster adopters because they can just keep stories to the pictures that can be passed along to the adopter. All of this just transfers directly into digitally into the adopter's account. Nothing needs to be changed. It is just a duplicate. Actually, it's not a duplicate. The whole account transfers. It is out of the foster's pet slot at that point. They can bring in another pet and start again. The service provider board, that is also in care and handling. And I think we touched on that. Any vet, farrier for your horses can leave updates from that meeting on what they did with the horse, say with horses, what they did with the hooves, how they cut it, the angle, the abscesses, what works best for this horse. That way, if you transfer to a different farrier, a different boarding facility, all that information isn't lost. They don't have to try to figure out what to get back. Finnegan tore his ACL, and the next vet, when I've moved to another town, has all of that information right there of the work that was done. You can add to that service provider board, or your service provider can add to that board straight through a link again, just like the ask for references. You just send the link to them. You can do it while you're sitting in the office with them if you want to. If you want those x-rays from that torn ACL, get a picture into your document and into our document filing system, which is a whole nother feature we haven't talked about that you have with you. But yeah, it's all a very amazing. And again, it gives they need this. They need the voice to go forward for them. And it's digital. Obviously, the dog isn't going to talk to us, but it is their voice.
Yes, I agree. So true, so needed. Okay, let's wrap this up. I first want to mention that I love the idea of giving this as a gift. You have made this so easy, and I will be using it often. Also, I have in my notes that you are actively seeking affiliates to work with that would like to promote Petport. Would you like to add a few final words?
Yes, we are actively seeking people. Yes. The gift feature is amazing. You can theme the gifts. There's 4 different themes for birthdays, foster, for the new adopter. We have a Christmas theme and one other I can't think of right now, but you can schedule the gift to go out. It obviously goes out in email form. So it is instantly sent, or schedule it for the day that you want sent. Someone's birthday, someone's day of anniversary with their pet, or the day of adoption, or just because for Valentine's you're going to give your sweetheart's pet, you're going to give 2 Valentine's gifts, one for your sweetheart and one for your sweetheart's friend. Also, yes, we are looking for people that want to promote this, especially with fosters, so that we can keep these, when these adoptions are going through, we can keep the voice alive and help overworked foster parents who actually take animals in and are working with them. They don't have the ability, they don't have the software given to them that, say, the bigger rescues have in-house in that facility. People at home do not. And so, yeah, we have a pretty strong affiliate program. Any YouTubers, anybody that's out there with the rescues, please contact us at info@petport.app, not .com. Also, it is smothered all over our website. You can dig deep into the referral and affiliate and, ask questions there. But we absolutely want to get this out there for all our pets, all our furry friends. It is necessary. And I thank you so much for having me for this interview, for preparing all these questions for me to answer in this, through the computer type setting. Thank you very much.